A security proof for a cryptographic protocol is a mathematical argument that shows that certain security guarantees are given for a given cryptographic protocol under certain assumptions on the capability of the adversary based on certain hardness assumptions. So if you break this into its components, basically, first and foremost, you need the definition of security itself. So what does it mean for your scheme to be secure? What does it mean for instance, if you have an encryption scheme, for the encryption to be secure? What does it mean for a signature to be unforgeable? What does it mean for a protocol to achieve zero knowledge? So you have to be very precise in those definitions of those security notions. Once you have set that clear, you need an adversary model. So you need to know what are the resources and capabilities of the attacker. What can the attacker do? Is it possible to tamper with messages, inject messages? What are the computational resources available to the adversary? And then the proof itself, in most cases, is more of a reduction proof. So you show that breaking the given system under these assumptions is as difficult as solving a problem that is known to be hard. So you basically show that someone who can break this protocol can, for instance, factor large integers. The person can use this, the algorithm to break the system to factor large integers or to find discrete logarithms. So first and foremost, the security proof provides you with confidence that certain security guarantees are met. So it shows you that it's not only that you could not think of a way of attacking the problem, but that under the given assumptions, there does not exist a way of attacking the problem. As a second benefit that you get from a security proof is that you get very clear ideas about the underlying assumptions. So you know under which assumptions does the security guarantee hold? And having a proof with all the assumptions and conclusions written out explicitly helps you to see under which model, under which definitions those security guarantees are given and what are the precise security guarantees against which kind of attacks and so on. Another thing is usually cryptographic protocols are made of several parts. So you're composing various parts, and each of these parts you can think of a box itself, which comes with certain assumptions and which gives you certain guarantees. And if you want to be sure that composing them does not cause any additional issues, you need to have this alignment between the assumptions and the conclusions that you have. So having security proofs well defined for each of those components will help you with the composition. And lastly, of course, it's very important for a broader acceptance and adoptions of the protocol. So if people, besides you, see that the protocol is well-founded, it's based on sound proofs, then they will be more eager to adopt it and implement it. So unfortunately, there are no absolute guarantees. No proof can tell you this protocol is unbreakable. What the security proof can tell you is something of the form like, given these assumptions on the adversary, breaking protocol X is as difficult as solving a given problem Y, which is known to be hard, which is known as the hardness assumption. So it kind of reduces the security of the question to the problem of solving that problem which is known or believed to be hard and has been studied well by the community over many years. Obviously not. I mean, first of all, the proof depends on certain assumptions on the adversary and on certain hardness assumptions, so you have to guarantee that those are given in your context. But even then, the big problem in most cases is not the proof itself, but the discrepancy between the ideal world of the proof and the reality, so the implementation. So when you do the implementation, there are many pitfalls that could happen. So there are many things that might look unimportant but might have disastrous consequences. So, and that might be causing the proof, which is sound and correct itself, not to apply in the real implementation that you have. It could be simple things like nonce misuse or poor randomness, or issues with formatting and padding or leakage through side channels and things like that. So that's why to check whether the implementation kind of reflects and covers all the assumptions of the proof itself is crucial. And that's where audits come into the game. It depends a lot on which cryptographic protocols you're using. If you're using very standard cryptographic protocols, they will have security proofs and you can just rely on them. What an audit would have checked, if it's a proper audit, would be then if all the premises of the proof are satisfied and if the given context really suits the model and the definitions of the protocol that you're using. If you, on the other hand, use protocols that you devise yourself, then you might have a very good intuition while coming up with the protocol, why it is secure and so on, but you would need to have a rigorous proof to base the soundness of the protocol on. Definitely. That's why all proofs are subject to scrutiny and detailed analysis by the community. So as many more eyes, many more independent people have a look at it, you'll have a stronger and stronger guarantee that the proof is correct. But in the end, to err is human. So how research done in the cryptographic community is usually when some new protocol is developed, it's presented to the larger community in academic conferences. It's kind of open to challenge by the experts in the field, and if it withstands all those challenges and has a sound proof, that is a first step towards adoption. So the best practice is always to go through protocols that have been established in this very elaborate way in which research proceeds. However, there'll be many cases where you want to take a given protocol and you want to tweak a certain part, or you want to take the protocol, adapt it to a setup for which it was not initially devised. So it would be kind of a small change to the protocol, or it would be some improvement that incorporates some new ideas, and you want to check whether this small changes that you make to the protocol do not tamper with its security. And in those cases, you should definitely get a security proof for it. Lastly, if you have a totally new protocol and if you want to use it, if it's a protocol that you devised yourself, then an advisable way would be to go through the first route, which would be going through the bigger academic community. If that's not possible, then of course the security proof is a must and it's the least you could do, but you should aim for higher.